Hi, my name is Nicholas Jennings, and today I'm going to be petitioning myself to be the host of the 2019 Oscars. So, the biggest question you probably already have in your head is why should the Academy consider me, a person on the internet, or even a person that just has a bunch of books in the background for no reason, or a bunch of movies in the background for no reason, why should they consider me to being a host? Well, it's all very simple. I feel that I should be a host of the Oscars to boost the sort of public reception of the Oscars. It's already been kind of joked about in previous years at the Oscars that the Oscars are out of touch, elitist people. It's one thing to joke about it, but it's another thing to actually just reinforce it. So what if just a normal person who likes film, who appreciates film, someone like me, with all this collection that I have. I've been doing reviews on movies for years. I've been making films for a couple of years now. And I feel like if you have someone that's kind of an outsider of, well, the big giant Hollywood, you could probably get some connection with people that are normal. Normal, everyday people who probably don't know a lot about the film industry, but has someone of a relative, face on the platform. And also because I truly do care about the Oscars. Because the Oscars to me is in a sense an actual celebration of the movies that we love. Whether or not we disagree at the end on what movies actually win, or whether or not there was any snubs this year or next year, it's all relatively important because for us who regularly watch movies, the Oscars is one of those big events. To us film people who specialize in film, whether it be film critics, filmmakers, just anyone in the film industry or anything relation to that, the Oscars is a very important event of the year. And if it doesn't have any sort of hosts, then it doesn't really have anything. The person who pretty much introduces the show, the person who introduces people, it's all a very important job. And I feel like I could do it. I've had years of leadership experience. I've directed films before. I think I can actually have an actual presence to the story, not to take away from other years' sort of, contenders and whatnot. For me, movies have been a prime part of my life, and part of that is watching the Oscars and reading about the Oscars. And I feel like maybe if the Oscars has someone on the outside coming in, it might, in a sense, bridge that gap, this perceived gap between Hollywood and the normal people, the actual populace that feels sort of out of touch with everything else on both sides. So if you have someone that's in the middle, walking on two planes of existence, you have that sort of connection. You have a host that can actually bring something to the table in terms of what it means. What does Hollywood mean to a person that's kind of in the middle? What do movies do for people who are in the middle, or even people that are aspiring filmmakers? And I think it can add to a bit more of a PR situation if the Oscars did that. And granted, I already know from the going fact that my position on this is a bit of an underdog situation. And even if I don't get any response from this, at least I tried. At least I tried to do something very interesting with my life. Actually trying to get people to sign a petition to get me to host the Oscars. But yeah, if you feel like we can have this sort of change in perspective from the host point of view for the Oscars, sign that petition. And to the Academy, if they're watching this video, I'll pretty much work for free. I'll do it for free. Or, if you are going to pay me in something, I want to donate at least 80% of that to a charity. A charity of my choice. I love movies, and I don't want to do this purely for profit. And if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to be the host of the Academy Awards, I want the money. If you pay the host money, I want at least a majority of that to go to charities, and just to benefit. Just to pass on my love of movies to someone else, whether it be a children's hospital or the Fox Foundation or, anything else, or even donate to ALS research with the recent passing of Steve Hillenburg from SpongeBob to benefit that cause. The only stipulation, I need to have transportation down there. That's the only stipulation. I need transportation, a place to stay for a couple days, and that's it. That's all I'll really need. I don't need much. Because my love of movies, my love of making movies, my love of talking about movies, going to festivals, is part of the experience for me. And I would love to do it. So, if you are considering outside candidates, I'm your person. So, yeah. Consider signing a petition in the link below. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully. Maybe I will be the host of the Oscars. Who knows? And it's pretty much the whole Rocky underdog thing. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.